Hello, everyone. Brad Johnson here, and welcome to a special day of New Earth Teachings Live. Last Friday, just things got a little too busy, and I wasn't able to get a New Earth Teachings webcast up and running. But basically, this will be the New Earth Teachings webcast for this week, and then coming Friday next week will be the next New Earth Teachings live webcast. So again, thank you everybody for being here today. I'm already starting to get some requests here on the live chat, and thank you again for that. I appreciate that. So there's going to be a couple of announcements first. Some of them are pretty big announcements. Before we get started with today's webcast, we're going to start off with healing first, healing requests, and then we'll be moving on into Q&A. If you guys do have Q&A, we'll be getting into that here in a little bit. So the first announcement, of course, is the healingcodecards.com. All right, so there's a lot more healing code cards that are coming onto Amazon.com. Okay, so the Amazon US website has really been crazy with sales for the healing code cards. But new batches are now coming in, so there's more availability with the healing code cards on Amazon.com. Still plenty of cards left on Amazon.ca, but of course it's basically the Americans that really, really love the healing code cards, so they get sold out very, very quickly. So again, just go to healingcodecards.com and you'll see the links there for Amazon. And if you are an international customer not living in Canada or the United States, you can go ahead and you can purchase the healing code cards directly from the healingcodecards.com website. Okay, and also the digital edition is available in both English and Spanish. So you guys can grab the digital edition too if you like. If you prefer more digital than the idea of physical, then of course that is also available. And the second announcement is actually involving a video trailer. So I will go ahead now and play that.
I can feel something coming. And I've been training so hard.
Something's wrong, Adronis. You don't seem quite much like yourself. You're quiet.
I can't do this.
Itolisi ila kinawase kileweta tinamana Gana freya na jugana.
I can feel the inbound.
Excuse me, ma'am. Could you spare a moment of your time? I come in peace.
This is just the beginning.
Okay, so what you guys just saw was the Inbound Interception. So this is a film that I have been working on for a couple of years, all right? And it is finally available now, okay? So it is on vimeo.com/on-demand/the-inbound, okay? So you can rent it for $1.99 or you can purchase it for $6.99 as well. It's already starting to get some good popularity going on it, as it is on the Vimeo on demand. Like I said, it's been a couple years in the making, creating this film. It has been based upon the very story that was responsible for my spiritual awakening, okay? And so we made a short film about that. And again, it's a very exciting story. It's very visual and beautiful. The effects on it are Star Wars quality effects, right? So this is where I just want to share this with you guys and say, hey, go ahead and check out this labor of love that, again, we started back in 2017. We finally got it all edited around 2018. And then we were just spending, 2019 and early 2020 looking around to see where a good spot would be to place the inbound. And Vimeo feels like the best spot. So again, it's available. Just go to vimeo.com/on-demand/the inbound, and you can go ahead and check it out. You'll also find this link in the YouTube video description. Okay, so you just go in the video description, you'll find the direct link to vimeo.com, and go ahead and check this out. Like, again, you can rent it for 48 hours, or you can purchase it. And again, it's just a big thank you for everybody who does rent it or purchase it. That's just, again, great support for work, incredible amount of work that was years in the making to finally getting this out. So I'm very, very happy that this is out now. I'm very, very happy that I can share this with you guys as well too. It means a lot to me. So if you guys really want to do me a favor, go ahead and rent the movie. Go ahead and purchase the movie, okay? It will really do me a really big favor, just as my thanking to you guys to bring entertainment and spiritual education together in this platform. It's called the Inbound Interception. I'm also working on a graphic novel right now, but that's going to take a while for me to get that done. But it's going to be more of the full story about this. But it's been a really fun project, and I'm happy to continue doing it in graphic novel form. So I'll be talking about the graphic novel probably in the next month or two, because I am looking to make a crowdfunding campaign for the graphic novel as well. Anyways, we will go ahead and complete. Sorry, go back. Okay, there we go. So we're going to go for the final announcement right now. So guys, I'm going to be moving into a brand new business starting here around July, August. And with this brand new business, it is really going to focus around the healing codes. Okay, not just the healing code cards, but healing codes in totality as well. So basically, I'm going to be making a healing code apparel website that I'm looking to get up by July. And it's going to be an official business. It's going to be called Healing Code Technologies. Now, that is going to be getting a lot of my full attention because I'm going to be making shirts, I'm going to be making pants, I'm going to be making all kinds of apparel, all kinds of different things. Each of these things have healing codes upon them. So they will have sacred geometry upon them, and they will have healing codes upon them as well, too. So this is going to be my new kind of ambitious project that's going to be starting between July and August here. And as a result, I'm going to be shutting down the private sessions on New Earth Teachings come August 15th, okay? Permanently. All right, so after August 15th, I will not be doing any more private sessions. Private sessions will be finished. Any particular forms of personal interactive sessions will be finished. Why is this happening? Because I'm going to be focusing, a lot of my time on the new Healing Code project. Now, don't get too upset, okay? Because I am still going to be hosting weekly group sessions together on Zoom, okay? So that will be happening on Sundays. So again, you guys can still participate with me on Sundays. People can come on to Zoom and they can start chatting with me. Any questions that they have, we'll still be doing the New Earth Teachings webcasts as we're doing right now as well too. That will still be happening. Basically, newearthteachings.com will be pretty much like a digital course website. So there'll be information on the site as there is now, and there'll be the digital courses, but private sessions will not be happening because, again, I'm just putting a lot of my energy into this new Healing Code Technologies business and making this new type of clothing line and all different types of apparel for people, again, that are looking to recover, to get their health back in together. And I think this is the best way to do it, rather than just having one-to-one sessions, right, all the time. And sometimes that's not what the one-to-one sessions are about. People just want to have general information. And so I'm going to be moving that more into, the New Earth Teachings Live and the weekly Zoom that I'll be doing starting around September. So this is, again, just a new move for me to work with the Healing Code Apparel or Healing Code Technologies business. This is where I really feel that my energies are pointing me right now. So again, if you guys do want to do private sessions with me, basically we have until mid-August, okay, to August 15th. So it's 2 months today. So I have 2 months worth of time left for private sessions, okay? So if you guys want private sessions with Adronis, you want Akashic body scans, EQ methods, etc., then we have 2 months left for that to happen. I will not be reopening the private sessions. Once this is done permanently. It's basically just another shift of me moving into a whole brand new direction and really just focusing on that and making these new kind of apparel, this new type of technology with healing codes, and just helping as many people as I can. Just by people wearing shirts, people wearing pants, people wearing socks, people wearing hats, all of this simple type of apparel that has healing codes within all of them, and basically helping to rejuvenate your body. Some products may also work together with the mind, kind of like the mind deck as well too. The healing code cards mind deck is also in the works, right? So I'm hoping to debut that late August, early September as well too. So that's in process right now. There's a lot of things on my plate right now. But the healing code cards have been, again, the most astonishing product I have ever created, because people are being helped. People are getting all kinds of great assistance from the healing code cards. And this is why I say, when you guys have a lot of the requests here for healing, that's great. But guys, get the healing code cards. Okay, get the healing code cards. Get it for your husband. Get it for your wife. Get it for your brother. Get it for your sister. Get it for your parents. Get it for your friends. Okay, if you have a deck, you can share that deck with other people. Okay, you got the healing code cards right here. Right? Hey, I got the healing code cards today. Oh, can I see it? Absolutely. Go ahead and pass it around. These are universally designed cards. Okay, they're not just quote unquote for you. They're for everybody. All right. So I'm already getting strong energy off the cards right now by picking them up. Wow. My hand's like on fire just by touching the healing code cards. I haven't used my healing code cards in a few days, so been so busy. But again, this is what I recommend. So if you guys that have your healing requests today, please go get the healing code cards. Okay. Please go get the medical medium books. Okay. Very important. Every household should have the medical medium books and should have the healing code cards. Okay, so go get them. Go get them. If you have a friend that has the healing code cards, ask if you can borrow them. All right. The digital editions cards are on the website as well too. All right, so go grab them. Go get them. Please go get them. Okay, and that's going to help you out with a lot of different things pertaining to body detoxification and enhancement. So again, I can't overstate that enough. And again, if you guys want sessions, newearthteachings.com. Again, I have 2 months worth of bookings every Tuesday and every Wednesday up until August 15th. Okay, so if you want to book time with me, now is the time to do it, because this will probably book up pretty fast. All right. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started with our webcast today. So, great idea, Brad. Please make sheets so we can benefit while sleeping. Oh, actually, I got better ideas than that. I'm actually probably going to be putting blankets and quilts and bed sheets that will actually have patterns that will contain healing code cards, pillowcases that will actually have sacred geometry on them, so that you're actually getting a good night's sleep and your body is being completely restored by having bed sheets, by having pillowcases, by having blankets that are all laced with sacred geometry. Okay, so even bigger, right? Not just simple little pieces of paper. Right? This is, again, apparel and household items that you can have that will basically benefit you in all different ways, right? There'll be coasters you can have that'll completely decontaminate your food, decontaminate your water, all of this stuff. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is where the healing code technologies, or I need to put a lot of my energies, because it's just helping as many people as I can in that way, just through common items, right? So it's a very big idea, and like I said, it's an ambitious project. So this is why I need to spend some time just really getting committed to that and working with that full time, as well as doing other things on the side as well too, like the inbound and or the adept, as it's going to be called, and doing other things as well too. Our weekly Zoom chats as well too. Our New Earth Teachings webcasts, that's still going to be continuing as well too. Okay. All right, guys, let's get to your requests now. So we're going to be doing a healing request. Right now it's almost 11:15 Pacific time. So we'll probably go to about 11:40 for healing requests, and then we'll move on for about another half hour or so regarding Q&A. Okay, if you guys have questions for Adronis, again, the second half hour, we'll be doing that. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll up to the top of the chat. And before we begin with healing requests, let's get ourselves grounded, okay? So guys, very, very important. If you're watching my channel, you know I've talked about this before. In the morning, get yourself grounded. Do the BCR technique, okay? First thing, as soon as you get up in the morning, give yourself a good stretch. Feel like you're just waking yourself up. Move your legs, move your arms, and when you feel like you're ready to rise out of bed, BCR technique, okay? breath work, calmness, reinforcement. All right. So the first thing we do, of course, is we ground ourselves. This is what we're going to be doing right now. So let's have our feet upon the floor, taking our hands, placing upon the center of our chest. Deep breath in, deep breath out, deep breath in, deep breath out. One more time, deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, with our feet upon the floor, focusing our intention down by the base of the spine, and now just seeing black etheric roots coming out to the base of the spine, flowing down the legs, going down the feet, feeling the bottom of your feet opening up, the feet chakra, and just feeling those etheric black roots going deeply into the earth. This is all we're doing. We're just rooting to the earth, okay? Just want you to root into the earth, okay? And then we're going to do a simple BCR technique, okay? So just feeling all of those roots going into the earth, and just feel free to go as deep as you like. If you want to go deep into the crust or into the mantle or right into the heart of the earth, please feel free to do that. It's completely up to you, okay? So we're just rooting ourselves deeply into the earth now. And now we're just going to start doing some breath work, okay? So all we're doing is just deep breath in, deep breath out. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Deep breath in, deep breath out, deep breath in, deep breath out. And we keep doing that until we start to feel a natural wave of calmness coming over. So if I'm breathing in, breathing out, and as I exhale, I feel myself. I just kind of hold my breath for a second. Hold my breath for a second. Exhale. And I said, I'm feeling calm. I'm feeling calm. I'm feeling centered. Great. Come to center, just like the Nature Collective was telling us, right? In their own funny, amusing way. Okay, so you're basically seeing the center of all geometry. It does not matter what the geometry is. Every geometry has a center. You have a center. Okay? You go to center, you go home. You go to source. You go to God. As soon as you go to your center, okay? And that's really where the C in BCR technique represents. It's calmness, it's centering. Okay, so we center ourselves. Great. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really calm. I'm feeling really centered. Okay? If you are, again, in an uproar, if you feel like you're completely spiraling out of control, you just keep breathing. Don't even think about it. Don't even try to get involved with the expression itself. Whatever the experience or situation is, put it aside. All you're doing is you're focusing on your breath. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay? You got to do that 100 times. You do it 100 times. Okay? Until you're calm, until you're centered. When you're calm, when you're centered, what do we do next? We go into reinforcement on a positive level. So within our mind, we're just thinking of positive thoughts. We're thinking of positive feelings. We're going into our own inner space. And we are looking at things that make us smile. We're looking at things that make us giggle. We're looking at things that make us chuckle. We're looking at things that make us laugh. We're looking at things that just bring a good feeling of joy within ourselves. Anything you want. Maybe it's a person you have a great amount of appreciation for, and you're thinking about them, and you're just, oh, this person's such a wonderful person, and that's making you happy. Okay, maybe it's something that happened the other day that made you feel really, really good. Maybe you enjoyed that really nice piece of cake, and it just felt divine, and you felt wonderful with it. Great. Anything that makes you feel positive, anything that makes you feel good. Okay, and we're just putting that into ourselves. Okay, and it's like a little ball of energy. Little energy ball, poof, right here. As soon as we have that positive thought, as soon as we have that positive feeling, boof, there's this little energy ball right here, okay? And you visualize that within your mind. If you cannot visualize an energy ball, just put your hands together like this, okay? And you start moving your hands, and you can feel a bit of a magnetic tug when you start moving your hands. That works as well too, okay? And you're just saying, this magnetic tug I'm feeling, that's the positive energy ball. Okay, and I'm just going to tune into it. It makes me feel happy. I feel good looking at this, feeling this, sensing this energy in my hands. Okay, and I'm going to make it twice as big now. Okay, And now I'm just feeling the effects of it, of making that twice as big. It feels really good. It feels really amazing. If I had a piece of cake now, and now it's a giant piece of cake, now it feels really, really great. Okay? If it's a person I have a great appreciation with, I'm looking at them deeper now, and I'm feeling a great deal more happiness just by thinking of this person. And now I'm making it 3 times bigger. Okay? And so we're feeling the effects of making it 3 times bigger. And now I'm making it 5 times bigger. Okay? And if you feel that you want to just gradually stretch it out, just say a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. That's good too. Okay? And you're just stretching it out, and you basically just want to go out for as wide as your hands can go, as far as your hands can move out in that way. Now that you have that much positive energy where your hands are completely widened, we're now bringing all of that energy and we're condensing it. We're condensing it into a ball no bigger than a tennis ball. Okay? That tennis ball contains all of this incredible intensity of positive energy and love. Okay? We place that in our chest. Oh, that feels so nice. Okay. So now it's inside our chest. So now we imagine that that love energy is like an entity. It's like a servant. Okay. 1 second, guys. I gotta sneeze here. I'm like on the brink of sneezing here. So I'm okay. So it's like a servant here. Okay. And now we see that kind of love servant. Maybe it's a monk in a robe. Maybe it's a sweet young woman, whatever it is. We're just creating an impression of looking at that very love energy that we put into ourselves like a person. And that person is saying, Master, how may I serve you? Love energy. Clear away any debris in my lungs. Clear away any toxins in my lungs. Go to my husband and help to clear out any surface debris that he is going through. Okay, sure, no problem. Let it be done. Done. Okay? You can contribute your love energy to another person. Okay? But it's basically just helping them out on the surface. Okay? Everybody is responsible for their own core situations. Okay? Do not try and fix another person's core situations. That's up to them. If they are willing to have you assist, you can help them. But when it comes to deep emotional, traumatic core situations, that is up to them to fix. Okay? They have to work with that themselves. Now, you can be in cooperation if they are allowing you to do so. Other than that, all we're doing is just surface-based work on another person. So when you have your love energy right there, you're saying, okay, go to my husband, go to my wife, and just help to clear out any surface debris that she's going through. And yes, love energy will go in there and help to clear a lot of that debris out, okay? But it's only on the surface, okay? I cannot go into any one of you and say, okay, I'll start cleaning out your core. I can't do that, okay? All I can do is really just help out with surface-based things that really don't have that much attachments to you. Sometimes it's just toxic debris. Sometimes it's viruses. Sometimes it's harsh bacteria. And we can clear a lot of that debris out, okay? But when it comes to very heavy, deep, core emotional stuff, no, I have to work with you, okay? I am not going to take that away because, first of all, I'd be like a robber in the night taking something, a very valuable lesson from you. And number 2, I simply can't do that, okay? So again, I get people asking me all the time, Brad, my husband's going through some horrible thing. Can you just take all that away? No, guys, I cannot take that away, okay? That's something that he or she has to go through, okay? You guys have to go through your own core stuff. It's the same with you, okay? You guys have core stuff. You got to work with that core stuff, okay? You want to work with those emotions. And if you use something as simple as the BCR technique and the TC technique, you're on your way. But here's the thing. You guys got to dedicate yourselves to those practices. You want to tell yourself, am I willing to change 100% past all of this stuff that I'm going through right now? If the answer is yes, then you're there. If the answer is no, then BCR TC technique's not going to work that well for you. Okay? Because you're not serious about it. You're not dedicating yourself to getting better. You're not dedicating yourself to making yourself change. And at best, the BCR and TC technique will help you with surface-based stuff. And it'll help you relieve some stuff. Okay? It's not what we want. We want to fully say, 100% I want to change. I want to change myself relating to all the core stuff that I'm going through. And if I can change that, great. Then something like the BCR technique and the TC technique can work wonders for you, okay? Because you're willing to change. If you are not willing to change, not going to help you, okay? It's not going to help. It's going to give relief. It's going to give a little bit of helpfulness here and there. But in regards to the nature of yourself, your core being, no, you have to work together with the willingness to change. Okay? Change is absolutely important here. Okay? So I really just want to remind you of that, guys. Okay? So if you're serious about changing, wake up every single morning, do the BCR technique. If you guys are serious about this, you're doing this every single morning. Okay? Do not concern about another person within your family who may not get what you're doing. Who cares? Okay? It's up to you. This is your life. This is your body. This is your existence. Okay? You are not here to try and convince another person that this works. It's not about them. It's about you. Okay? This works for you, and it's doing a great job. If a person feels interested and they want to know more about it, we'll take them to the BCR-TC technique all in one video. They can go ahead and they can do this themselves. It's really simple. What I'm teaching you guys here is not friggin' rocket science. Okay? It's not rocket science. It's not quadratic equations, right? It's not about you having to do calculus. It's very simple. The reason why many of you guys don't do this is because you're not serious, because you don't want it. You don't want to change. You don't want to move yourself into higher ground, right? You don't want to move yourself into a more powerful, transformative experience. If you did, you do something very, very simple like this, because this is about as simple as it gets, okay? It's so simple. It's stupidly simple, right? Which means that if you really don't get this, then there's a stupidness there, and I don't know where that's coming from. It's the ego, right? Because the ego favors complexity. And when complexity tries to come into simplicity, we get a stupid situation, okay? So you gotta deflate the ego because the ego is making this feel stupid, okay? So the ego gets deflated and you start working together with the BCR technique. It's so simple, guys. It takes you 2 or 3 minutes in the morning to do this, to get out of bed, to start doing your morning stretches. Okay, good. Oh, yeah, feeling good, feeling good. Maybe I'll do a little bit of yoga. And now I'll do the BCR technique. And now it takes no time at all. And I start working with this. Great. Okay, so this is what I just want to remind you guys. Ground yourself into the earth. Put those cords into the earth. Do the BCR technique. Okay? And then work with the TC technique gradually throughout the day. If you are triggered by something, that's what the TC technique is for. Okay? Please go to my video. Please just go on YouTube, search bar, BCR and TC technique, all in one. Everybody on my channel should be watching that. That is the most important video there is on my YouTube channel, okay? Everybody, all 30,000 subscribers here on this YouTube channel should be watching the BCR TC technique all in one, okay? That is my highest recommended video out of any other video I've ever done. Okay, so please go watch it if you have not watched it. All right. Okay, let's go to healing requests now that we are grounded, now that we are centered, now that we are understanding a lot more about the BCR technique. Okay, so here's one from Mikhail. Hi, Brad. Healing for my friend Elizabeth, who suffered an immediate ruptured appendix 1.5 weeks ago. I wish her speedy recovery with her successful surgery. Okay, so Mikhail, you're going to be helping out here. Okay, don't just leave it to me. You're going to be helping out with this. If you guys have requests for other people, you're going to be the proxy. Okay, you're going to be the medium between myself and between that person. Okay, so it's not like, here, bro, take care of this. No. You're going to help out. You get your butt over here. Okay, all right. So, Mikhail, what I want you to do right now is just take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, placing your hands upon the center of your chest. And I want you now, Mikhail, to close your eyes. Okay? As you close your eyes, I want you to imagine your friend, Elizabeth. Okay? I think that's her name, Elizabeth. I'll call her Elizabeth anyways. Elizabeth, okay? And you said that she has suffered an immediate rupture appendix 1.5 weeks ago. Okay? So I want you now to see your friend Elizabeth just as if she's laying down in a bed. Okay? And I want you just to feel like this hologram that you're seeing within your mind is the actual Elizabeth, okay? So now you're just connecting with her higher self. You're connecting with her, and you're just asking, do I have permission to work with you, okay? And I'm going to assume that you say yes, all right? If we say no, hey, it's okay. it wouldn't go through anyways. But if she says, if there's a feeling of yes, then this will go through, okay? So Mikhail, what I want you to do right now is I want you just in your mind, imagine that you're taking your hands and you're feeling the etheric roots coming out of both hands, and it's going directly into Elizabeth's appendix. Okay, so right into the appendix area with both of those hands. Okay, and as you look at the appendix in the hologram representing Elizabeth, I want you to imagine that there's a lot of black liquid. Okay, so basically there's a lot of torn energy, there's a lot of entangled energy that's there, and it really represents black liquid in this example. Okay, so all you're doing is you're just placing your hands over her holographic body with those etheric roots going into the body and into the appendix. Now I want you to imagine that you're sucking up, that you're absorbing all of that black liquid in that area of the appendix that Elizabeth is going through, and you're just absorbing it all into your hands. Okay, so your hands are being the collectors and the containers for this energy. All right, so I just want you to feel like you're absorbing all of that in there now. Okay, I'll give you a few seconds to do that now. Okay, so now that you have gone ahead and done that, again, all of the black liquid is just remaining inside your hands. So I will now go ahead and connect with Spirit. I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out, eliminate, and purge all of the black liquid dense energy contained within Mikhail's hands from Elizabeth's torn appendix, lifting all of that black liquid energy debris out of his hands, out of Elizabeth's body, putting it up into source consciousness to be purified and forgiven 100% in totality. Apply. Okay. So Mikhail, deep breath in, deep breath out. What I'd like you to do now, Mikhail, is I want you just to see white spirit light around your hands. Okay, so just say white spirit light around your hands. Feel like your hands have this etheric white spirit light around you. Dust off your hands. 3, 4, 5. Okay, just 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can shake them loose after that as well too. Okay, spirit light is around your hands. It's collecting any residual debris. Okay, so it's kind of like washing your hands with spirit light. Okay, so again, just say spirit light upon my hands. Okay, and then just dust them off and shake them loose. Okay, and you're good. Thank you for being of service to your friend. Okay, let me know how your friend is doing. You can always drop me an email. Okay, thank you, Mikhail. Okay, let's go down the list here to S. Despinoza. S. Despinoza. Okay, hope I pronounced that name right. Hi, Brad. I would like to have prayer for healing for my aunt's feet. She has spurs in her heels and is in much pain and having difficulty in walking. She is in San Antonio, Texas. Okay, so you said a prayer for her feet. Okay, so basically with that request, it'll be kind of just like direct spirit command into her feet. Okay, so it'll be in the form of a prayer in that way, and we can help her out with that, because basically if that's all you want is just a prayer, then we'll do it in that fashion. Okay, so I'm just going to call you Des, if that's okay. It's just a little bit easier, because I'm not too sure if I'm pronouncing your name right here. Okay, so your aunt's feet, so I'll just refer to as Des's aunt. Okay, so again, spurs in her heels and is in much pain, having difficulty in walking. Okay, all right, so we will certainly do a spirit command / prayer for her. Okay, and if anybody else here in the chat wants to send love to Des's aunt as well too, please feel free to do so as well. Okay, I command Spirit's God Light to place a pure, loving vitality energy field around Des's aunt's feet, helping to clear away the spurs and any other pain energy contained within her feet, lifting up any particular debris contained within her feet, taking it out of her body, putting up into source consciousness to be 100% forgiven and purified, and allowing pure, healthy, loving vitality energy coming into her feet, allowing her angels to be around her at this time, allowing them to bring in their pure, loving energy, their pure vitality directly into her feet, so that her feet may be brought back into pure health and pure, good, healing nature overall. Apply. Okay. So that is basically just a sheath. That's just a veil for her to help her out with that. Okay. So that's all you really asked for. If you wanted to say, hey, if you want to go a little bit deeper, then I'd probably get you to do the same thing as Mikhail does and just go into her feet and help pulling out black liquid. But as you asked for a prayer, that's what I assume we're just going to do for now. Okay. Thank you, Des, and I hope she feels better. Okay. Brad Garth emailed me. He just gave me a contribution. Thank you. He said, hello. Thank you for helping me out with my Morgellons last week. I believe it helped. I just wanted to donate to you to show gratitude. Love to everyone here as well. Thank you, Brad. I'm really appreciative of that, and I hope it goes well as well too. Again, if you need more help with that, you know where to find me. Okay, I'm not a hard guy to find, and let me know how that goes. But that's basically all we're doing is we're just deactivating their Morgellons. Okay, guys, Morgellons is AI. Okay, it's artificial intelligence. It's a nasty thing. Yeah, I don't want to get too much into it, but it is a nasty thing. And basically, spirit can help to deactivate it. Okay, some people will use Faraday cages and electromagnetic pulses as well too for the Morgellons, or the smart dust that it is. But it's like having fibers inside you, and they itch and they're horrible. And I've worked with people with Morgellons as well too, and they're in just rough shape. And before that time, I didn't know I had the spirit codes. So I was helping out with certain levels of light circuitry and all that stuff, and it helped to an extent. But working with the spirit codes a lot more seems to be a lot more effective. So thank you again, Brad. Thank you for the contribution. I really appreciate it. Let me know how things continue to go. Okay, blessings to you, and thank you. Okay, let's move down the list here a bit more. Sorry, guys. Working on the chat here. Okay, here's one from Gurjana. Gurjana, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Sorry if I don't pronounce your names right, guys. I'm not the best at that. Hi, Brad. A healing request for my mother's eyes. She can't see with one eye and has limited ability to see with the other. Okay. So, as this is a healing request, then Gurjana, again, I'm hoping to pronounce, I'll just call you Gurjana. I hope that's okay. If that is your name, great. If not, sorry. I'm going to get you to be the medium, again, just like Mikhail was for his friend. Okay. So, Gurjana, I just want you to have both your feet upon the ground, placing your hands upon the center of your chest, taking deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay. And just closing your eyes now. And I want you just to see a hologram of your mom laying down in bed. Okay. So just feel like you're going over to her in bed, and she's just laying there, and you're asking her higher self, is it okay if I work with my mom's eyes? Okay. I'm pretty sure you're going to have no problem being able to do that, being her daughter. Okay. So once you have made that request, we assume that everything is good. So what I want you to do, Gurjana, right now is I want you just to take your hands and just place it over your mom's eye. I'm not too sure which eye she said it was, or both her eyes. Okay. So basically just kind of putting it over her face, over both of her eyes. Okay. Now I want you to feel these black etheric roots coming out through your palm chakras, and they're just going deeply into her eyes. Okay. Don't worry, they don't hurt. They're etheric. They're not physical. Okay. And it's just wrapping around her eyes. Okay. So maybe if she has cataracts or glaucoma or anything of that nature, it doesn't matter. All we're doing is we're just looking into the essence of her eyes. Okay. So with the essence of her eyes, we're seeing black liquid there. Okay. That black liquid represents chaos. It represents distortion. It represents stagnant energy. Okay. So we're now just pulling all of that black liquid out of her eyes and absorbing it, sucking it up through the roots and putting it directly into your hands. Okay. So your hands are acting as collectors, and they're acting as containers. Okay. So you're just taking a few seconds now and just absorbing a lot of that black liquid out of her eyes and putting it directly into the hands, the collectors, the containers. Okay? Okay. So now that you're sucking up all of that energy, all of that's absorbed into your hands, I will go ahead now and connect with Spirit. I command Spirit's God Light to completely clear away, release all of the black liquid dense energy completely from Gurjana's hands, originating from her mother's eyes, purging and releasing all of that energy from her hands, from Gurjana's hands, from her mother's body, and putting it up into source consciousness to be 100% purified and forgiven in totality, and allowing pure, loving, healthy vitality energy to surround both Gurjana and her mother during this healing moment, allowing good health overall to be brought forward. Apply. Okay. So Gurjana, just feel the spirit white light around your hands right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dust them off. Shake them out. Okay. And that is spirit light just clearing any residual debris pertaining to stagnant energy from your mother's eyes. Okay. So I would suggest just keep working with her with that, okay? Work with her angels, work with your angels, work with your entourage, okay? And just keep working with that. And if you're able to go to her in person and saying, hey, I'm just going to do some healing work on you, and if she's okay with that, great, go ahead and do that. If she's not okay with that, but you just say, hey, we're just going to get some work done on you, yeah, whatever, right? And just keep working from distance, okay, to help her out with that. But hopefully she's very receptive to what you're doing. So again, I wish her well and hope you're doing well as well too. Okay, thank you, Virginia. All right. Okay, so Fire 7474. Okay, guys, we just have a single healing request. Okay. So there's basically just a feeling of Fire 7474 says joints and also my lungs. We just gotta do one of those things for now. Okay. So we'll work on your joints, Fire 7474. Okay. So I'll just call you Fire, if that's okay. All right. So for Fire now. So Fire, what I want you to do is just, again, placing your hands upon the center of your chest. And I want you to feel the black etheric roots coming out. And I want you to connect directly to all of your joints, okay? So connecting to all of the joints in the body. Just tell the roots, hey, just connect to all the joints in my body, okay? And you're also instructing those roots to absorb all of the black liquid energy. Now, for us to do this completely, we want to be apologetic to our body, okay? We want to apologize to our body for being neglectful, for letting these joints get into the condition that they're in, okay? But again, we're asking for the body's forgiveness. We're being humble here, and we're also asking for our body's assistance. So I say, I apologize to my body's joints for letting this get out of hand the way it has been, but I ask for your forgiveness and for your assistance as we make the joints feel better. So please bring all of the black liquid, distorted energy contained within my joints into my hands here and now. Let it be done. Okay? Now I'll give you a few seconds just to do that now, and just feel all of that black liquid collecting into your hands. Okay? So the hands are collectors and containers. So we are just collecting and containing all of that black liquid energy into the hands altogether. Okay? So I'll give you a few seconds to do that now. Okay, so Fire, just hold all that energy there, and I will now connect with Spirit. I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out, eliminate, and purge all of the black liquid, dense energy contained within Fire's hands from their joints, lifting all of that energy up out of their body, putting it up into source consciousness to be purified and forgiven in totality. Apply. Okay. So Fire, again, you want to just drink lots of water, get some alkaline into your body as well too, making sure you're just balancing out the alkaline and the acidity in your body as well. Try looking into some warm baths, maybe some Epsom salts baths as well too, that may help you out additionally. And again, if you need more help with the lungs, just feel free to contact me by email, okay? So hope you're feeling better. Thank you very much. Let's move on now to Michelle. This will be the final healing request, guys. We're going to get into Q&A after this. Michelle says, healing, I fell off my horse. Oh, okay, I'm sorry to hear that. Last week, and hurt my back, my ass, and pulled my groin. Okay. Using your healing code cards daily. Okay, great. So yeah, I think we'll just work on the back, the spine area for you, okay? Now it feels like there may be some other injuries as well too. Like I said, just contact me. Okay, if you have a groinal injury, okay, it's good that you have the healing code cards. We can use healing code cards to help with that altogether, whether it's muscles, whether it's the nervous system, joints, etc. Right? When we're working with the body, working with the spine as well too. So I hope they're helping you out. Very good there. So yes, we'll go ahead and work on your spine for this session. Okay. So Michelle, taking your hands once again, just placing upon the center of the chest, feeling the black etheric roots coming out of your hand. Out of your hands, and just connecting them to the totality of your spine. Okay, so right down from the sacrum to the lumbar to the thoracic to the cervical, and just connecting up into the base of the skull. Okay, and you're just feeling all of that black etheric black etheric roots connecting around the spine. So the first thing we want to do, we want apologetic energy. Okay, even though we know it's an accident in that way, nonetheless, we're still apologizing to our body, okay? So again, we're just saying, I apologize to my body for the condition I'm in. I ask for your forgiveness, and I ask for your assistance in helping to clear out any stagnant energy along my spine, clearing away all of this debris, putting it up into my hands to be collected and released, okay? So just asking for your body's help. So this is the whole idea here, guys. This is what I say week after week. Just talk to your body, okay? It's not rocket science, okay? If your back is hurting, if your chest is hurting, talk to your body and just be apologetic. Say, I'm sorry that this chest is hurting. I'm sorry that my back is hurting. I ask for your forgiveness and I ask for your assistance. Let's make this better, okay? Collect that energy into your hands. Get your entourage to come in, your angels to come in, your guides, your healers to come in. I have this all collected. Guys, take it away. I'm ready to let this go. That's it. You guys are going to have miraculous level healings just by being humble to your body, okay? I'm doing this for spirit to getting you guys to understand that this is possible. You guys are seeing week after week how people are starting to get better, okay? You guys can do this. All right, it's not just coming to Brad. Brad's got some sort of magical power. Guys, I don't have any magical power, okay? Spirit is within us all, okay? Your guides, your entourage is always with you. They are here for this purpose, okay? But you're learning to be humble to your body, right? Your body is hurting. Talk to it. Talk to your body. Lay down on your couch. Lay down on your bed. Sit in a chair. Okay, my liver's hurting, all right? I'm apologizing to my liver. I'm giving it love. I'm asking for its forgiveness. I'm asking for its assistance. Take all of your stagnant energy, put it in my hands, put it in the black ball. All right? Now here's my entourage coming in. Here's my angels coming in. Here's spirit light coming in. Clear this away. Gone. And that's it. And you let the body do its work. So as the hours and days pass, you'll notice that there's a big difference happening through your body. Okay? That's all it takes, guys. It's just very, very simple negotiation and work with your body. Okay, that's all we're doing. So, Michelle, now that you're just collecting all of that energy into your hands now, just hold it there as I connect with Spirit. I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out, eliminate, and purge all of the black, liquid, dense energy contained within Michelle's hands from her spine, lifting that energy up out of her body, putting it up into source consciousness to be purified and forgiven in totality. Apply. Okay. So, Michelle, again, if you need more help, just feel free to drop me an email. Keep working with the cards, and the cards will continue to help you out. Okay. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for your request. Okay, guys, so we're done with healing for this week. Thank you for all of your requests. I really appreciate it. We're going to go ahead now and move down to any questions. Okay, so if you guys have questions for me, or if you have questions for Adronis, completely up to you guys. All right, let's start off with Lydia. Lydia asks, are you still working on the mind code cards, the mind deck of the healing code cards? Yes, I am, yeah. Now, the software I'm using for the cards pertaining to the geometry is currently down at the moment, so it might take a couple days before it comes back up. So I'm kind of sitting tight because I use a kind of special geometric program to work with the geometry, and then I put it into Photoshop, and then I make it very kind of pretty in that way afterwards. So I'd say it's about 60% of my art, 40% of the geometry program that I use. But right now it's down, so as soon as it's back up again, I'll be resuming work. But they've had some kind of snag with the program, so they're fixing it right now, and hopefully it won't take too long. But yes, it is in the process of being made right now. I've already made a few cards with it. So basically how I do it, firstly, is I make all the healing code cards. So the mind deck has 36 cards, okay? 3 of them are the exact same amplifier cards that is in the body deck, okay? So there's just 3 more amplifier cards in the mind deck. So all in all, there's 33 mind deck cards, okay? So they're the same amount of cards as the body deck, okay? And once the cards are done, then I start writing the scripts relating to the healing code commands, okay? And that takes a bit of time as well too, because I'm basically being very thorough and looking into the depths. So the body cards were a little bit more thorough because of a lot of the technical information that's in it, and I'm still updating the body deck as well too, because there's a lot of stuff to heal within the body. But the mind deck, won't be as complicated. It'll have a lot more easement to it. So basically it's helping you to clear out entities in the body. It's helping you to rebalance your chakra centers. It helps to clear out the meridians. It helps to work with your energy body, with your aura as well too. It helps with focus enhancement. It brings hemispheric rebalancing back into the brain. It helps you with lucid dreaming, astral projection, many different things, right? It works with addictions as well too, clearing out addictions, clearing out emotional surface debris, but not the core, because we can't do that. But the surface debris of emotions we can clear out with the healing code cards as well too in the mind deck. So yeah, it's coming along. I'm hoping it'll be done around the end of August or early September, depending on how the software is working out right now. But it's coming along. So when it's ready, believe me, I'll let you guys know. I'm always very good at saying, hey guys, this is ready, this is done. I'm bringing it out to the world now. So again, around late August, early September, I'm hoping to roll out the Healing Code Cards mind deck. Okay? Thank you, Lydia, for your question. Okay, here's one from Blissful Gabriel. Hello, Brad. Earth will ascend with or without physical body to fourth density. Well, you'll have a physical body in the fourth density. It's just one that's more compatible with that dimension. Just like we have a third density physical body that's compatible with this frequency, right? With this dimension itself. Now, when I did the psilocybin, basically what they did was I still had my third density body, of course, but my conscious awareness was basically going upwards like a spiral. So what I was able to do is I was able to witness the astral dimension of this reality just through conscious awareness, right? Through my mind. And then I was able to spiral upwards, and I was able to go to the causal plane, okay? So I've been to the astral plane, and I've been to the causal plane, and a lot of us have been to those particular dimensions as well. I was just more conscientious about it. But it's very, very different when you're doing psilocybin trips, right? Because that was my third trip. And guys, I had a blast. I had a blast listening to the mushrooms, right? They're foul-mouthed, but they're awesome. They have no boundaries. They're borderless. They're boundless. And so they'll swear. They'll drop F-bombs. They'll do all that stuff. But they do it in a very playful and fun way, okay? But they were showing me, here we go. We're gonna take you up into the astral now. Okay, cool. I'm up here in the astral. So I'm aware about what my thoughts are doing, the colors that I'm seeing, the geometries that I'm seeing. I'm seeing how my thoughts are affecting that geometry. And so, okay, now we're going to take you up to the causal, all right? And now we look at feelings, okay, and the feelings and the idea realm about how your feelings are shifting the colors and the geometries that you're going through. And now you're able to get an understanding about the physical, the astral, and the causal, okay? That's really what it is. We can call it densities, but all of those particular densities exist within the mind, okay? And the mind really just goes up into the highest level of the causal, okay? So we basically have those three prime core dimensions: the physical, the astral, the causal, okay? There are other dimensions as well too, but we basically just focus on those three. Those three are kind of like the prisms of the mind, okay? Once you go beyond the causal, you're going beyond mind, okay? You're going to God, you're going to spirit. So it really is just looking at it simplistically in that way. But yes, there's the idea of the fourth density shift, and what this is just you going up into a version of the astral realm, okay? Basically, as I've talked about, because I have talked about 2037 and about, the shift, the harvest, is that those that do choose to go to fourth density Earth, because yes, it's a choice, because there's a permission slip there, right? And they have to be in that vibration to move into fourth density at that exact moment. They leave their physical third density body behind, okay? Your third density body is not compatible with a fourth density matrix, okay? So your third density body will basically die, okay? So there's basically two ways this happens. One, your body vanishes. Two, it appears that you've died, okay? This is not going to happen for everybody, okay? There's a certain percentage that are moving up into fourth density Earth. There's a lot more choices just besides fourth density Earth as well, too. There's people that are able to get right off the wheel of karma, get right off the wheel of time. Everybody's going to be going somewhere, okay? Basically, when we get into the time of the harvest, 2037, 2038, there is a splitting of the prism, okay? Bashar talks about this, right? Everything is just a splitting of the prism. So we have 8 billion people on this planet, 8 billion different worlds, okay? Everybody will go on to their own respective world, their own respective dimension at that particular point whenever that exact moment of the harvest happens, okay? So some people will just get up the next morning and they feel, nothing's changed. It's still the same old Earth. I don't know what Brad's talking about, blah, blah, blah. And that will happen, Absolutely. Some people will move up into these other beautiful dimensions as well too, because there will be a prelude to that. Okay, remember what I was saying, that some people who are starting to feel like they're moving up into fourth density will have those residual effects of actually feeling like they're moving up into a higher dimension, and it feels like they're living in two worlds at the same time. Okay, and that will start happening. It can happen now, or it could happen in a few years. It all just depends upon the person. I cannot predict, okay, what is generically going to happen in 2037 and 2038. Okay, you can't do that because everybody's going to have their own respective. Oh, Brad, where will I go? How the hell should I know? It's in that moment about where you decide to go. Okay, it's the idea of a stargate. It's the idea of a singularity unfolding, and everybody will go their own respective ways, right? So again, they may be saying, oh, this whole 2037 BS is blah, 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 blah. And yeah, they may experience their own reality that doesn't include any of that. That's fine too. This is why you can't predict it. Everything is going to be very, very subjective around that time. I can't really see beyond that boundary of where other people go. You go where you go because that's your alignment, okay? But yes, basically for those, for example, that are moving up into fourth density, no, you cannot take your third density body with you. It has to stay here and die, okay? And then you basically, your soul moves into a fourth density compliant body, and now you're in that fourth density earth, okay? So the third density body gets left behind, and Adronis has talked about this for years. He says, imagine a snake shedding its skin, okay? That old skin is being shed off, okay? That's your third density body. And now here's your new skin, and now you're slithering off and you're moving on. That snake is not standing there headbutting the old piece of skin that fell off, okay? He says this is the best form of analogy that we can give for those that are moving up into the next density, okay? It's the snake, the old skin is coming off, the snake is shaking it loose, and has a new body it instantly goes into, okay? And that is the idea of the fourth density body. Again, guys, there's still a lot of things that we don't really know at this time because I'm only getting bits and pieces. I'm getting crumbs about 2037 and 2038. So far, there's only two people that I'm aware of that's actually talking about 2037 and 2038. Myself and John Van Elken, okay? Nobody else is talking about 2037, 2038, okay? I don't know why I've been giving this information before others. I just have been. And John Van Elken has done research with the Egyptian timeline, and he's been able to discover this as well too. Okay, so him and I are basically the only two people that are talking about this, but he doesn't even know what's happening in 2038. He just knows that something great is going to happen. And all I'm getting is that it's a harvest. It's a shift for the opportunity of a window to move up to fourth density, but not everybody is going to go to fourth density. Only some people are. It's a very small number, okay? Maybe about 5 or 6% of the population. Very, very small. Oh, come on, bro. That's not fair. It's all about your alignment, man. If you're in alignment for that, then most likely you're going to go up there. If not, if you're still very much connected to this third density world, this is where you're going to stay. It's your alignment. This is vibration. You have to look at vibrations. This is not about saying, hey, I'll make a favor for you. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, and bring you up to fourth density when you're not compliant with that reality. Nobody else can do that for you. I can't do that for you. Nobody can. You have to bring yourself into that alignment. You have to know and feel what fourth density feels like. It's a thought matrix. It's a thought dimension, right? You experience that through psilocybin or DMT, right? You wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning. You got a DMT injection flowing through you. Really look into that because that's taking you into the next dimension. That's taking you into the next density. When you're going into meditation and deep trance state, you can go up into the astral, okay? And you can start looking around. You go into the phase. You start having an out-of-body experience. You can actually start seeing this fourth density earth that exists, right? It's there. You can align to it because time has no meaning, right? You can go there. So this is what I'd recommend to you guys. If you guys are really excited and going to fourth density, then you start tuning into that in the best way that you can, whether it's your DMT trip, whether it's a mushroom trip, whether it's going out of body, whether it's doing meditation, whether it's doing lucid dreaming, whatever it is, go up and explore it. Oh, but how do I do that? I already told you. Right? Just go and explore it. Stop working so much with intellectualism and just do it. Right? Jump into the pool. And then you'll know exactly what that feels like. Now that you have that relationship, you can start building on from that from there. Okay? So that's what I can share. Blissful Gabriel, with your question. No, the third density body has to stay here, and you go into a fourth density body. and it's practically instantaneous from what I've received. Okay? Thank you very much. All right. I'm just going to scroll down the list here a bit more. Oh, this is a very interesting question. I haven't actually been asked a question like this before. This is from Lennis. Lennis says, Brad, I wanted to ask about how can we command drawings we make to help us work with spirit? Oh, that's a great question. Again, I look for these kind of nice, unique questions because there's other questions that I've kind of addressed before, and I look for those kind of nice, unique, rare questions. So thank you, Lennis. So you want to command drawings that we make to help us work with spirit. Well, you basically see how I do it, right? So when you see me working with a person here on the webcast, and they say, oh, Brad, I have a problem with my back, my spine, etc., my heart, and we collect that energy, and you see me doing this, okay? I'm not just doing this for decoration, guys, okay? This is me holding my center, okay? This is an energy ball, right? But I'm basically holding my center because that is my interface together connecting with spirit. So I feel spirit here. It's not like I visually see something. I just go into this posture and I start making a command, okay? And spirit obeys, right? Why does spirit obey? Because I believe in spirit. I'm fully 100% connected with spirit. I love spirit. I give myself to spirit, right? That's what you got to do, okay? So when you start working with art, right, if you have a beautiful portrait and you want to put spirit codes into it, firstly, work with your connection with spirit, okay? Spirit's not just going to do it if you have no relationship with spirit, okay? So you want to meditate. You want to look at that beautiful spirit light. You want to look at center, okay? If we have a Merkaba right here, we go right into the center. We don't care about the rest of its geometry. We go right into its center. Here's the heart of the Merkaba. Here's the heart of the seed of life. Here's the heart of the flower of life. Here's the heart of Metatron's cube, etc. We go right into the heart of that geometry, right into the center. And when you're in that center, you're giving yourself to God. You're giving yourself to home. You're giving yourself to source. You're giving yourself to spirit, right? And you just spend time appreciating the love that spirit is. You spend that time going into center, right? Because center truly is timeless. But you just have so much love. You have so much love for God. You have so much love for source. You have so much love for spirit. You have so much love for home, okay? And that's what you're bringing to yourself. You say, I commit myself to spirit. I will always be one with spirit, and spirit will be one with me, okay? So it goes back into that old Star Wars line, right? I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me, right? I am one with spirit, and spirit is with me. I am one with God, and God is with me. I am one with the universe, and the universe is with me. I am one with home, and home is with me, okay? And you mean it. You're very genuine about that because spirit is truly all that exists. Just as the mushrooms we're talking about, Nature Collective is saying, well, this is all that's here. God's the only thing that's here, right? Everything else is just an unraveling of everything, right? But when you come right back to the center, you're back to God. You're back to home. You're back to source. You're back to spirit, all right? That's your home. So you make that as much part of yourself as possible. Now, it goes back into what I was talking about, the laws of the soul. What's the fifth law of the soul, guys? You serve God, God serves you. Okay? So how do I serve God? I just have to know that God exists. God has my infinite, eternal, unconditional love. And that will never falter. There you go. And you're demonstrating that through the work that you do. Okay? So now that you're doing that, you're going into your center. Now you have your portrait here, and now you talk to spirit. Okay, spirit, I would like to bring really loving, compassionate codes into my artwork. Let it be done. Boom. Spirit says, sure, here you go. Poof, done. Okay, it's all it takes, guys, is your full 100% commitment to God, to spirit, to source, to home, to center. Okay, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. Okay, so here you are with your center. Here you are with God. Here you are with home. Here you are with source. And you are loving it. You give your all to it. It means everything to you. And you start off with yourself as a canvas. Okay, so you're seeing yourself covered in this center light, covered in this spirit light. and you're the example, right? Because spirit truly has no form. You can certainly see spirit as an entity if you wish, or you just see spirit light all around you, and you start talking about it. You feel its love, you feel its compassion, you feel its warmth, and you dedicate yourself to that 100% of the time. You serve God, God serves you, right? And now you start working together. And this is all Jesus was trying to say, guys. This is all he said. The Father is in me and I am in the Father, right? This is it. It's the center. It's all he was talking about. And he dedicated his life towards God. He dedicated his life towards source. He dedicated his life towards center. And he was a servant of the Most High, right? The Holy Spirit working through him, the Spirit of truth working through him. And through the Spirit of truth comes God, right? And now all that work is being done. This is all it takes. It's so simple, guys. I cannot emphasize how simple it is to work together with Spirit. It's so friggin' simple, right? It does not have to be based on religious dogmas or any other particular forms of dogmatic doctrines or anything of that nature. People do that to protect information. Go past all that nonsense, right? Come right into the heart of God. Come right into center. It's your center. It's here. We're past all of those ancient times where there is so much dogma guarding all this information. But people look back into those ancient times. They're not willing to understand that energy evolves, that wisdom evolves, and you don't have to go through all those anymore, right? I certainly didn't, right? When I go right to God, I go right to center. I'm not saying a prayer that's 10 minutes long. I'm not doing some kind of funky meditation, doing all these mudras and all this crap, right? I go right to the center. You go right to source. You feel this is your sweet spot. This is where everything remains still, okay? Drop the dogmas. And I've always been about dropping the dogmas, getting past all this stuff. Do you really need a dogma for this? Spirit keeps saying, no, drop it. You don't need it. You don't need dogmas. You don't need to say 20-minute long prayers. You don't need to say, oh, blessings to the eternal one, and blah, blah. All that garbage. Get it out of the way. Go right to your center, right? It does not have to be so overly esoteric, right? It's just you and Spirit. Be true. Be natural to it. Be genuine to it, right? It's your heart. So you go there, you form a relationship, and now Spirit works with you for everything, right? And all I have to do is do a simple command for Spirit, and Spirit does it, takes care of it. And there's certain things that I don't want Spirit to touch. There's things I want to personally explore, and Spirit lets you do that as well too. It's up to you. You're the vessel, all right? So I hope that answers your question, Linus, regarding that. Okay, guys, we'll take one more question, and we're going to wrap up here. Okay. Actually, I think I'll probably do two more questions before I wrap up. Okay, this is from Mimi UU. Thank you, Mimi UU. Hi, Brad. When people pass, do they go into fourth straight away or somewhere else? I heard that you should avoid the fourth dimension and go to the fifth. Guys, that's nothing but a bunch of dogmatic crap. Okay? This is what I'm talking about, is stripping the dogmatic garbage away. Okay? Just be genuine. Okay? The idea that when you decide to leave this body, leave this world, you can go anywhere you want. Okay? You do not have to go, oh, I'm going to fourth density Earth because I passed away from my body. No, you don't have to. You can go right beyond this entire universe. You can go right outside the matrix. You can stand right next to God and just look at this matrix like it's a bubble. And you can go there. As a soul, you are boundless, okay? You are not confined to the aspect of dimensions. And the only reason you're confined into the aspect of dimensions is because of your beliefs, okay? Your beliefs are your shackles. They are what's containing you and saying, oh, I guess I'll go into a soul harvester and harvest my soul that's on the moon again, and I come back onto the earth. Well, if that's what you solely believe, you'll create some type of aspect of that, right? Because that's what you're putting so much of your energy into. Other people say you should avoid in the fourth dimension. Well, have they been to the fourth dimension? Have they been to the next density and then they've come back? Probably not. This is all a bunch of hearsay, okay? When I was with the mushrooms, when they were showing me the astral plane, when they were showing me the causal and all that, it's really all just the same, right? It's just different depths. You're just looking at a broader picture. Okay, here's a picture right here. Now I'm looking at it in different dimensions, and now I'm moving up and I'm seeing it in other different dimensions as well too. And I could go up as high as I damn well feel like it. Okay, I don't have to say, oh, but I'm fourth density, I can't go any higher than that. And that's a belief system, and that is you putting handcuffs onto yourself. Get off this whole dimensional talk. Get off this whole density talk. It's not important, because all you're doing is you're being like a scientist and you're rationalizing everything pertaining to every particular type of density and every particular type of dimension density, all of that garbage. And I'm talking the 12D Octurian Collective. Who gives a shit? Right? Okay, great. Blessings to those Octurian 12D people, right? Just go to their level. Go up to them. We're human beings, guys. We're the most powerful race there is. We're the most powerful civilization that exists. We're more powerful than any little ET race you can imagine. Okay? We are just underneath God. That's how powerful we are. Every other race beneath us, because that's how we were designed. That's our nature as human beings. But when you look at your soul, it's even greater. Your soul is not confined to anything other than through your own thoughts and through your own feelings and through your own emotions. That's what causes you being stuck in these little rooms, being stuck in these prisons. Okay? Because you are saying, oh, well, here's fourth density, here's fifth density, and here's sixth density. And I have to go up like a ladder to them. And then if I screw up, I'll go back down here again. It's all of your beliefs, right? You have to look at everything like an infinite ladder. And you can go all the way up that ladder. You can go all the way down just by intention. Nothing's in the way. You have clarity. You are clear. Okay. I was in the past, I was looking into all this dimensional talk as well too. And it's a bunch of nonsense, guys. Yes, there are dimensional constructs. Yes, there are different densities to where realities exist. But again, we put so much emphasis upon that as if we're, completely stuck in the middle. When we're working with a physical density, it works unlike any other density. The physical density is very, very different, okay, because it's the most solid. It's the most dense density, right? So we are working together with space and time, but this is a voluntary aspect, and there's a very special contract here on Earth, and that really is just to experience as much of the human being on the base level of reality as possible, so that you can now start to see how your consciousness grows and you can expand past the body. Body is still here, but you're still expanding past it. What do you think Mahavatar Babaji did, and Buddha and Jesus and all them did, right? They still had a body, but they were able to go beyond all of these physical confines of it because they freed their mind, right? Their mind was expansive, and now they were working to go past mind and come back to God again. So you're still working with a physical vessel because it is a dense reality, but your mind is no longer a prison. It's liberated, it's free, it's expansive. You can explore the entire universe just by you sitting and meditating in a chair all day long, right? You can do that if your mind is expansive enough. But we put too much compartments into everything. Life has to be like this. Dimensions have to be like that. Densities have to be like this. And we create our own dogmas that are the very thing that we're trying to surpass. So whenever you're looking at fourth density and fifth density and all these different dimensions and feeling that that's all there is, we have to do this in order, well, then your beliefs are making you say that, right? And now they become solidified. Your beliefs are the greatest adversary of yourself, okay? They're your greatest enemy. So you want to basically clear away the feeling of the enemy, and you want to neutralize it all. You want to neutralize the belief systems because they are nothing more than shackles. You can go up the entire ladder of creation just through intention. I've done it, okay? I can do it. You guys can do it. It's getting out of the way. It's neutralizing yourself. It's taking belief systems out of the way, because I noticed when I've had belief systems, I'd feel a lot of pain in my body, right? When I was doing the psilocybin trip, and if I was very, very dogmatic about something, I just feel like I just turned prickly. I feel like I had all these little daggers or needles, hitting me. Not because anybody was doing it to me. I was doing it to myself. And then when I relaxed that belief system, everything was soft. Everything was rounded again. It felt great. And I said, I get it. I'm contaminating myself. It's like ding, 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 ding. You guys are contaminating yourselves by putting all of these belief systems, by listening to all these esoteric teachings of saying there must be this and there must be that. And it's basically spoken to people that basically have two things. One, they've seen something and they basically want to have a power trip and they want to put a lot of these belief systems in together. Number two, they haven't actually experienced these things. They've just got it from other people and they're creating a bunch of dogmas about it. Okay? A person who is truly there, who truly understands all of this stuff, will never put dogmas in the way. They only did that in the ancient times to protect this knowledge so it did not fall into wrong hands, right? Into wrongdoing. Because you can make yourself into a superhuman by all this stuff, right? But nowadays, it's modern times, and a lot of the locks have come off the Akasha, right? So you guys are looking at the Akashic records. All these locks are falling off now, which means people can now start going up into something that was once heavily guarded because it's a ripe time. It's like two circles that are coming together and are overlapping with each other right now. Here's us in the physical earth plane. Here's the Akasha. And now it's coming closer and closer and closer, and it's overlapping each other now. And all these locks are falling off, right? These doors are now coming off the hinges, and we can access all these things. So again, I could go on for quite a while about all this, but in hindsight, and all I'm trying to say in conclusion, take off your belief systems, take off your shackles, work with something like the BCR technique, the TC technique, release yourself, right? And enjoy the infinite expression of creation. There are no rules other than the rules that you personally create through belief about the dimensions, okay? You can go up and down them all you want, as long as you're looking at it from the silver lining, from the center, all right? Thank you guys for your interaction today. Thank you for the New Earth Teachings webcast for being here. And I will speak to you all again next Friday. So it'll be Friday next week. I'll probably have some more videos coming up this week as well too. So again, guys, feel free to check out the Inbound Interception, right?
I can feel something coming.
There we go. The Inbound Interception. Okay, it's available now. Vimeo.com/on-demand/the inbound. Go check it out. The link is in the video description. Also in the video description is the healing code cards. Okay, go grab your healing code cards deck, guys. It really, really helps you. Right? I cannot recommend that enough. And I say that because I use them. Right? I use them and they work. Like I said, I just picked up my deck this morning and I was already getting like a huge buzzing sensation because I haven't touched it in a few days because I've been working like crazy. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. And Ida Louisa, thank you for your contribution. I appreciate that as well, too. Much love. So thank you, guys. Have a great rest of the week, and I'll talk to you again Friday next week. Much love. Take care, guys. Namaste, and may it be well with you, and take off those belief restrictions. All right? Take care.